I started to notice kind of thinning throughout, diffuse thinning throughout my hair, not really a receding hairline, but just you could see the scalp throughout. Started really affecting my confidence, really affecting everything that I would do.
I was conscious about my appearance, my hair. I was trying to be a songwriter, performer, singer, and you know, it was a struggle through my 20s.
It was a real chink in my armour, you know. I like to take care of my appearance, I like to present myself properly to my clients, to my buyers, to my sellers, to my team at work. And that was always just in the background. So I figured, if that's what is most important to me, to make me feel better, then I will focus on doing that.
It was pretty much like a runway. It was not flattering after I got out of the shower or when I got out of the pool. If someone had the window down driving, I either pushed it up or moved my head to the side because it would just mess up the hair, how I'd style my hair to hide the hairline.
I just had a little bit of hair right here in the middle, and that was it. This was all bald here, and I couldn't find very many cases at all in photos and examples on any of these doctors' websites that had a case similar to mine. And Alvi Armani did have some of those cases that I was able to see immediately and go, oh, I think that looks like me, and this is what it looks like afterwards, and got me really interested.
In John's case specifically, he strikes me as being somewhere in Northwestern European descent. Those patients typically have a more narrow face, and the width of the skull is wider. Because he is light-skinned with light hair, he needs a feathered hairline, so we call that the transition zone. So the transition zone typically is 2-3 millimeters for him. It needs to be about 4-5 millimeters. Soft hairs, so that way his hairline can shingle on top of each other and it could feather. And that's how we came up with the design. And most importantly, when he looked at it, it's something that resonated with him.
Dr. Bobak allowed me to have input on every major decision that was to be made, and he helped me understand that you can't design it any old way. There has to be a certain art and science to doing it, but he gave me a little bit of leeway to having it look the way I wanted within the boundaries of his craft, and I felt really great about doing that, and I was always happy with the result that I got.
The hairline, the fact that it was undetectable. I felt Alvi Armani it had more depth to them, and more of a backstory, more sort of in-depth thought process about the artistry involved and the care involved.
The artistic ability that Dr. Bobak has to really look at an individual's face, look at an individual's features, and be able to build a hairline or restore a hairline to fit that person individually is second to none that I've seen. I mean, you can throw a million grafts on anybody's head, but if you don't know which direction the hairs are supposed to grow, what types of hairs are supposed to be in certain places, a thick head of hair doesn't mean anything if everybody's looking at you for the wrong reasons.
I work with an amazing team. No one person can do this without having good people around them. And it's special because it means that the work that you've done, that your team and you have done in collaboration with the patient, is impactful. It has a purpose.
What they're doing on top of your head, you can't see right now, is going to be life-changing. It's going to be something that you've been waiting for so long. It's like coming home to your mom on Christmas, you know what I mean? Everybody takes care of you and wants the best for you, and it's just a really great feeling.
You want to deal with somebody who you feel is being genuine. I felt really comfortable. The results were above and beyond anything I ever seen, but more importantly, when I came in to meet with Dr. Bobak, something is missed and can get missed is how great of a guy he is. He really does care about his patients. I've heard stories time and time again of him bending over backwards to help people who have made mistakes on their end. He's a genuinely good guy who wants to make sure that his patients get exactly what they're expecting, which made me feel really, really comfortable and got me to the point where I wanted to take the leap.
A lot of what I do is working with patients in collaboration with what they want. And I feel it's my responsibility to steer them in the right way, to give them an honest outlook as to what their donor supply is and what they can do with it. So when we met and when I meet with patients, I try to get a good sense of what their expectations are, as to not impose unconscious biases of my own onto them.
I first met Dr. Borbeck when I came here on the day of the procedure, and the minute I shook his hand, I knew that he was the right guy for me. He measured my head, we designed the hairline till I was absolutely 100% comfortable with that. And once we'd agreed on that, then obviously we went off to the procedure.
The reaction that people gave me was a positive one. It was, yeah, I was more attractive. And I feel as though that was because of the confidence it gave me. My appearance in my job is so important. I want to look my best, and I feel as though my clients who book me to sing for them, paying good money for me, yeah, I want to look my best, but also I want to feel my best, you know? And it is about that. It's about knowing that you've done the best you can do for yourself. I just feel as though I want to compliment me, and I want to be the best I can be.
It's absolutely amazing. I go to work now with a smile on my face, ready to kick some butt, ready to crush it, not worried about my hairline, not worried about if I bend down at the gym and pick a weight up if someone sees my bald spot. If I see somebody, you know, I smile at them. If a girl looks at me, I smile back at her and I feel confident.
Nobody noticed that my hair was amazing until I told them that I got a hair transplant surgery. That was never the focus. It was I looked amazing. I look great, man. You look like you feel great. You look healthy. You look like you're in shape. And then when I told them what happened, they were blown away. And then they would start looking at my hair really close, you know, under a microscope. And they're like, "You got to be kidding me. There's no way." My barbers didn't even know.
The results speak for themselves. People say to me, "Wow, you know, you're looking great. You know, you're looking 10 years younger than when we last saw you," which is what I wanted, you know. They were amazed that I'd had it done. And showing them the before and after photographs really does reaffirm in my mind that it was the right thing to do.
I kind of hid it from friends while I was healing. Everybody started asking questions though when it started coming in, and they were pretty surprised that you can get a great result like that from hair restoration. But yeah, I've been to hairdressers, different salons, and people are extremely surprised that I had any work done. The price is definitely worth it. It's a lifelong thing, so when you break it down like that, some people always say, okay, it's either a new car or a full head of hair, but that new car may only last you 5 years. This is gonna last you the rest of your life, so.
It's not so much about hair, it's more about sort of being who they are and getting to that point. And then once they get there, you see them fly. You know, you see them with a pep in their step. You see them being better partners, fathers, husbands, whatever their role in life is.
This hair transplant was the best investment that I've ever made. I feel more confident, I look better, I look younger. I think that people find me more attractive.
Not worrying about it was the biggest thing that, and the most unexpected ancillary benefit of this whole procedure. And I'll tell you, I felt 100 pounds lighter. Felt like I was walking through life just like I was on air, because I didn't have to worry about how my hair looked. I knew it looked fine.
I love the results. It looks natural, and it's an incredible confidence boost.
Every time I look in the mirror, I am 100% glad that I made the investment. It has completely changed the way that I look, and again, the way that I feel like I present myself, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.